Good morning, church. Let's talk about Psalm chapter 3. So, after the first two Psalms, which were messianic, looking forward to the coming of Jesus and the way that he reigns, Psalm 3 begins kind of your more standard psalm. Prayers lifted up, uh, oftentimes about the person praying, lifting up the pain in their hearts. Uh, a lot of, most of the Psalms are split either between prayers of lifting up our pain or lifting up praise, or both mixed together. Um, and this is kind of what Psalm chapter 3 is about, is David comes in with his pain. He's being pursued by his son, Absalom. Um, and he says, "O Lord, how many are my foes? Many are rising against me. They are saying of my soul, there is no salvation for him in God." And it's all about this lie that the world tells us that the spiritual forces of evil that are around us and are warring against us tell us that we're wrong, that there is no truth in Scripture, that God has not brought salvation through Jesus. And there's sowing those seeds of doubt in your heart. But David takes the most important step. He says, "I cried out to the Lord, and he answered me." So often we just allow these fears to fester. We deny them, we push them away, or we say, well, that's just, if I were a good spiritual person, I wouldn't have these doubts or these fears. But David does the right thing, and he lifts his voice to the Lord and said, "These things make me afraid. These people are pursuing me. I'm too weak to overcome this, and I need you to be my salvation." And the rest of the psalm is about how God does lift up his head. He gives him rest. Um, Instead of tossing and turning at night, I lay down and slept, and I woke again, for the Lord sustained me. Uh, and instead of the enemies just continuing to pursue and to sow doubt and sow fear, he says, "You strike all my enemies on the cheek, and you break the teeth of the wicked." Uh, and then the last sentence is just a moment of rejoicing, taking a deep breath after kind of the way that when a child sobs, they end with deep breaths. Salvation belongs to the Lord. Your blessing be on your people. So when you're afraid, when you're being pursued, when your enemies are around you, lift up your voice. Remember that God is your salvation, and you can rejoice and breathe easy again.